What are we gonna get? Player 4. Armand available. Let's go. Are there Armand cards? Oh, yeah, there are. Shai Hulud. Okay. Wow. Do we even want Shai Hulud on Armand? Like, that might be more trash than we need, especially if we ring gene manipulation. But assassination missions in the row, so yeah, let's pick Armand, because what we can do is we can grab assassination mission with ring, go to Haga base and get 2 spice, then seek allies or diplomacy to selective breeding, trash the assassination mission. We're starting out round 1 with 4 Solari, if we can get the dream to go off. And hey, there's 2 other good Armand cards here too, and 2 good rewards for having a good deck. So, I like it. The directorship I don't like seeing, I'll just be honest. The directorship is actually bad for Armand, because it's going to help one player, probably Leto, rush out alliances and end the game quickly, which I don't want to see. But we might be able to make the good old card work, make it sing for us. Let's see. I think we'll have a good game no matter what, because even if we don't get the yellow plus faction, we can still probably wealth Mentat. Now, if we have no faction at all, that would be painful. We have yellow faction. Okay, cool. So, although we don't have Signet Ring, so we can't do that play. Man, I hate when you don't get Signet Ring on Armand. We can Reconnaissance to try to draw Persuasion, but like there's 2 cards that are dead on Persuasion. I don't think we can get Shai Hulud. This is kind of not great. No, there's no Wealth Mentat, and then there's no Haga Basin selective breeding. This is not the worst possible hand we could have gotten, but it's not good. This is not what we wanted for 4th position, to be sure. At first I was like, oh, we got yellow plus faction, and then well, yeah, but now I guess if we take Dune, if we do the selective breeding play, we probably do get Shai Hulud, because we're only spending 1 persuasion. So I guess that's a good like fail case, like fallback. Could go to cities instead. Like city plus wealth isn't horrible. We could hardy warriors to try to get Swordmaster a little quicker, but it's just a shipping bump. Let's do this. So this is going to probably be our only time deploying to a city. So do we want this or not? I think probably not. We have no daggers in hand, although we'll probably draw one. This would just work so much better if I had my ring. Now we could still Arakeen if the situation presents itself, but I don't think so. Hillary? No. Problem is we have double convincings in this hand, so like next round we're not going to be able to get a big reveal. Leto is confirmed not in the combat. Just sad. Let's try this. This is kind of a terrible play, I think, but Our hand didn't give us a lot of options in 4th position. We come up 1 short. At least we're still going to have our ring, but all the ring targets are probably going to be gone by the time that we draw it next round. Basically, in order to get Shy-Halud, we had to draw neither dagger. Not a good start. I mean, I guess we trash a card, but like we could have trashed a card by going to double spaces anyway. This would be fine, but it's kind of a little aggressive on trashing. This would be good. I think this will be gone. Give me a Gurney Halleck. Where's the Gurney Halleck? Six, which means he's going to take the stuff I want. Actually, okay reveal. We get 2 BG cards. We'll probably draw one of those next round, or I don't know, probably. We're more likely to not draw them next round. There's a good chance that we do. Problem is, I'm behind on Swordmaster. They're both 2 persuasion cards, so it makes it easier for us to get to these cards now. Like we bought 4 persuasion. Like Ilban bought 1 and 2 cards. Toledo bought 1 and 2 cards, and 1 and 1 card really. Ariana bought 1 and 2 cards. So like we're by far the farthest ahead in persuasion. If we do get CHOAM Directorship, it's fairly trivial for us to get rid of it. So now our deck is all heavy hitters on persuasion. So priority would be to draw cards. Smuggling is the priority, but Arakine's good after that. We could go Signet Ring, Imperial Basin, Diplomacy, Selective Breeding again. That would be kind of goofy, but we could do it. I'm glad he did that instead of going to Smuggling. Probably, I wanted to Hardy Warriors, but that's not going to be an option. We want to be in the combat. Wealth, so she's going to get her Swordmaster online. Tap for Ilban. Four, so we'll get Reverend Mother. I don't think we want any of these cards. I don't know why, but every time I've picked Armand recently, I never, ever draw my Signet Ring in the first hand. Ilban could go to card bag, but we have a dagger in hand, and he's already got a dagger in play. So the math doesn't favor that approach for him. I guess if he gets a combat card, though, it could. Did he take Reverend Mother? God damn it. Well, at least we're going to get a card trash this round. It looks like we are going to win the combat. Unless, again, this is a combat card. We can take this. It's fine. Not what we want, but it's not terrible. And then I'm thinking we trash the dagger. These both have green access, so yeah, trash the dagger. Improve our persuasion. Guild Ambassador doesn't have it, and he has green, so dagger's definitely the trash here. And we're going to draw into at least 6 persuasion here. So Shai-Hulud or maybe even Directorship should be ours. Directorship combos with the Ambassador a little bit. Ariana could go Carthag and snipe me here. But she already has a dagger in play. And these are in her discard pile. She just put 1 troop in, so she's going for last. And yeah, Elbon doesn't get it, and again, unless he has a combat card. Man, that turn 1 hand has just screwed me up. It's really bad. And going forth, you don't have that many ways to fix your hand. Like, you just have worse access to the map. Like, look, Armand cards, they show up after I've already revealed and used my ring. Like, ugh. Not getting lucky today. That's okay. Armand has a habit of coming back in the end. Just have to keep an eye on Lido and Ilbon. First, and honestly, first Swordmaster for Ariana means that she's a threat too, so... We're in the worst position of the 4 players, unfortunately. No yellow in this hand is ugly. No yellow, no faction. Ugh. Come on, you don't have a 5 dagger card. Get out of here. Convincing. Ugh. It's really just about the worst thing that could have come in that last 1 card. I don't think there's a way for me to get Swordmaster this round. We need to play Test of Humanity first. So we can get G Manipulation to go off. This also helps us with these cards because if we're making them discard, they're less likely to keep their persuasion. Yeah, there goes 2 persuasion for Ariana. There goes faction access for Lido and also persuasion potentially. Now Ilbon might choose to lose troops. If he loses troops, we throw troops in for sure. Okay, he doesn't. Draw diplomacy. We only have one dagger and no intrigue cards, so I'm gonna stay out of this. Problem is, if I play gene manipulation, I lose the persuasion I need. I could go tech negotiation and get directorship. Although that comes at the cost of not going to a faction and not advancing my Swordmaster position at all, which I really don't like, especially on Armand. We didn't draw yellow. We can't smuggle. Gene manipulation gives so much value to play it, though. If we get Gene manipulation to Mentat, Mentat to selective breeding, I think that might be the... But then we end up drawing our Guild Ambassador, which doesn't do anything, so it's just all around bad. That's not how I would use that card. You kind of need to have two factions for that to be worth it. So I could take that to tech negotiation. Is tough. So we don't want to trash the convincings. We just have to be happy with power play. Dang it. I kind of needed that wealth. Well, maybe we just say screw it on wasting the Guild Ambassador. The problem is we don't have anything to trash. So we can't really use selective breeding. Unless we're going to trash our diplomacy, which seems like a bad idea. These cards are more valuable than diplomacy. I guess I could get rid of gene manipulation, but it's too good of a card, if you ask me. So I guess we go Carthag and give ourselves some money. Oban's got 5 daggers. This is not what I want. So I mean, if I put in 3 troops, I'd probably get 4 Solari. I think that's worth it with that entry card. Two daggers and a dune down. We've picked up 3 cards. We'll get a power play, which won't stay in our deck any amount of time. Space travel plus Imperial Spy could actually be better, but I think power play is the play if Leader doesn't get it. We are doing powerful Armand things. We're just doing them without Swordmaster, and I don't know if that's good enough. So he only gets to 4, so he doesn't get the power play from us. I think the other reason we go power play is because we can pick up those cheaper cards with our ring next round if we really need to. I've had enough access problems that I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in that convincing argument anymore. Even though Reconnaissance is a worse card, typically speaking, the fact that we own Carthag makes Reconnaissance a little bit better. We're going to draw these 3. This is some spice we could use for Conspire, potentially. Also, Guild Bump is always going to be useful, especially with the power play in our deck. We'll draw yellow, so we can go smuggling. And if we go smuggling, we'll have Swordmaster money, but then so will Ilban and Leto. So we can't really do that. And we're going to get our Swordmaster last, the bottom line. Well, they already both have the money anyway. So what are we doing here? High Council, maybe? Powerful stuff on deck. We could take High Council, go up with Guild, or get the spice. Let's do this. Didn't draw our power play. We're not going to get the combo off for Test of Humanity, but Ariana gives me the money I can use to go High Council with Signet Ring. I think it's probably what I'll do. I kind of need to reveal this. These cards have been sitting in the row for so long. It takes me up to 7 persuasion. The rest of our deck is mostly 2 persuasion cards, so there's also an argument for Reconnaissance / Signet Ring to Arakeen. Or interesting. Artillery. Okay. We're at Shai Halud, but we really want CHOAM Directorship. We probably get it if we go to Arakeen. But we have a 1/3 chance of drawing power play and just everything going to shit. Maybe diplomacy to... Selective breeding is probably the safer play, right? Then what do we trash? Two cards means that we're guaranteed at least 2 persuasion. If we trash our signet ring, we're like 50-50 on drawing, we're definitely getting Shai Halud, and we're 50-50 on directorship. At that point, I almost wonder if Piter would be better than Shai Halud, though. Presumably he goes up with Fremen. Yeah. I don't like spending my spice because I kind of need that for a conspire play. I also need to go smuggling too. Still, Leto is hanging on Interstellar. Arakeen's gone, so I think that makes our decision for us. We play a Test of Humanity. Like, even if we were to draw the 4 persuasion, we'd go down to 5. I don't think it changes the math at all. It does change the math in that if we draw a 2 persuasion, we still get to... So if I play this, I go down to 6. I'm guaranteed directorship, actually. So let's do that. As long as I trash my ring. Instead of the card that I want to trash. Okay, there we go. We're going to be playing like a Tessia Armand game. It's going to be very weird. And the fact that the directorship gives us Solarian Reveal is actually good because we have CHOAM shares. We're just going to play a no Swordmaster game, I think. Not a very Armandy game, but you make do with what you got. There is a possibility that Ilbon steals it from us with 5 cards in hand, but his cards mostly don't have persuasion, although I'm looking at them right now and they're in his discard pile, so who knows what he's got. Convincing in his discard pile makes me think he doesn't have it. Six. They'll get Piter, and Piter is really good with Ilbon. We're going to have a very interesting hand next turn. We've done way more trashing than even Armand usually does, so it's all going to be weird stuff. Like, our starting deck is almost gone. We have a Dune for some reason. Like, Dune and Diplomacy, but it's just based on what we played. I'm halfway away from 4 different points. 9-card deck means any given card is more likely than not to be in our next hand. We have good access to BG and good access to Guild, but Emperor and Fremen are going to be tough. I guess we only need to visit each of them once. Probably don't want a power play here. I think Leto is going to be able to retain that alliance. A lot of spice going out to other players. Okay. Guild Ambassador actually does mean that we can probably chase that. Six persuasion. We drew our 2-0 persuasion cards. We don't have Solari, so we can't go to Mentat. And with this crowd, I wouldn't expect that we would ever be able to, even if we went smuggling first action. We kind of have to play the Guild Ambassador. Holtzman for Ariana. Mimic Orders for... Mimic Orders, now that is a reason to go to tech negotiation. Force Leto to use his shipping track. Even if we never take another guild bump again, we'll force him to ship down. And we can always power play second action if we have to. That's 2 factions down for the Mimic Orders point. With our ring gone, I think this is our own... Yeah, Dune is our only access to the shipping track. But we can't keep this power play in our deck forever. And if we play it, we still get Shai Halud. So that's another yellow. Although, we're starting to get to the point where this is more trashing than we need. The power play may genuinely be spent better on a different faction besides Guild. Do you have troop transports? You do. Thing is, though, if I do go to Guild, that gives me 3 Solari, which is pretty good. It's pretty necessary here. The alternative is power play to Fremen, which I don't really want to do. It doesn't hurt to have some water, but it's not the strategy we're playing. And the Guild Ambassador rewards us for having that, so I think this is what we do. Putting a full space in our deck is good as well. Now, he can ring to try to compete with us. So he could take it, but the Guild Ambassador is going to make that hard for him. I think Tadakar Legion might actually just be better than Shai-Hulud here. I'm not sure. We're guaranteed to have guild access next round. So unless he steals it, we can just go to full space. Legion has more persuasion than Shai-Hulud does, and if we want to try to end the game quickly, we're probably going to need that persuasion. Although neither of them have much. Goodbye, liaisons. I think we want to focus on faction access. We'll get our 2 BG cards together next round. And we have enough money to mint at as long as the other 2 don't do it first. Although Ilban probably will. Both of those 2 cards give us troops. I hate that we had to trash our ring, because we really want to pick up this Imperial Spy. But yeah, I'm surprised that Leto did not pick up Firm Grip. I guess it makes sense. Those cards are synergistic together. Boy, I really would have liked Treachery though. This is pretty good. No persuasion, which is a problem we keep running into. This would be really, really good. We kind of need to start buying Spicemas flows next round, though. Seems like maybe Leto's not that concerned with getting that alliance back. Still, he's Leto, so you can't really trust him on it. We draw a Shai-Hulud immediately, and Directorship for that matter. We'll trash this on Armand's reveal. And yeah, we kind of force Leto to do that. Does he go? Does he use his ring? No. Okay, so we're safe on guild, I think. Could use all that money. Yeah, he's pursuing other objectives, which is good for us. We don't have to get to 9 this round. I think Firm Grip is maybe better. Do you mint at Ilban? No. Okay, sweet. Ariana loses persuasion. Leto loses a troop. Ilbon loses persuasion. Fold space. Probably the ideal draw. If we space travel, I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Dreadnought's interesting. He could afford a flagship. Is that what he's going to do? Or detonation devices? He gets the flagship. Okay. He's our competition for sure. We have the spice to use this now. I don't think we want to trash anything. What we want to play, I mean, I hate to not play Shai Hulud, but I think we have to play the Fold Space. Shai Hulud was a big mistake. I love that card, but it's not good at this point in the game with no Fremen. We could play it to smuggling, just get some money. That sets us up to use Mentat next round. Playing Fold Space to a faction, where would we go? Wealth has the same effect. Okay, so no, we don't. We take Fold Space to Fold Space, I think. Can't let Leto have a point. We could save the Fold Space and space travel, but then we basically have a 50-50 chance of missing Firm Grip. Which we would have done. I hate drawing the diplomacy here. The CHOAM Directorship gives us the money to get to Mentat, actually. So we're fine on that front. We'll trash that out. Get it out of our deck. 7, he might just take that Firm Grip away from us. Yeah. That sucks. Can't afford the Guild Accord either. Ilbon's going to benefit from us fighting over this. takes the spy. Power play still really good here. Better than the Legion. We're very consistently using a 9-card deck. Always also having a convincing on top for whatever reason. That's the same convincing that was on top last round. Space travel's basically just a convincing now. We could take it to fold space, but I mean, what's the benefit? We're at 6. CHOAM shares takes us to 7. We don't have the money yet. Again, we're one bump away on 3 different tracks. Power play, though. Really good pickup for us. Moves us towards the Mimic Quarters point. It's really too bad I couldn't get in this combat. Grand Vision is interesting. Maybe good for me because I wasn't likely to be competitive in the combat. Shai-Hulud is dragging us down bad. In the deck, we have Guild Ambassador. We have Diplomacy, Test of Humanity, and Space Travel. Uses his Treachery. Get 2 Intrigue cards from going to Secrets. I think this might be what I do. No, I think I need the Mentat. I only have 2 actions. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take this point. Okay, we can use that for Guild Ambassador. This probably doesn't get used at all, though. He has enough money for his flagship. Maybe I should have gone... Oh, you know what? I should have gone Interstellar. I forgot I had access to that. That would have been better. So I think power play to wealth is the play here. Again, gets us to the closer to the CHOAM shares. Problem is, we end on 8 persuasion. Shai-Hulud's killing us. Just killing us. Still, that's only 1 bump away from a point on Emperor, and we draw Diplomacy next round. Whoever wins this combat might just take the Emperor Alliance, though. And if it's Ilbon, then we lose the BG one. We're only one visit to Carthage away from using CHOAM shares, though. We could win this round if we had one more persuasion and hadn't bought Shai Hulud. If someone goes to Carthage before I reveal. Next round, we're going to get a Guild Ambassador point, though. And a point from a faction, maybe two. The faction we need to visit are Emperor and Fremen, and we don't have more than one card that visits those places. So that's an argument in favor of picking up Sardaukar Legion here. Like, Legion plus Liaison seems good. I just have to hope that these guys can't catch up too hard on the endgame points. Nobody can afford Highliner, so what are you blocking? Still seems interesting. We're actually still one spice away from using this ambassador. We can ship down on smuggling, take spice. Well, that's only if we get Shai Hulud. Take spice, take this one Solari. That gives us enough for the CHOAM shares and enough for the Guild Ambassador. I think Ariana is going to take the Emperor Alliance here. Which is bad for our decision to buy Legion. We're 2 bumps away on Fremen. That's all we need for the Mimic Quarters point, but we can't get there. Not without ship smuggling. Actually, shipping. Spice Must Flow could be in contention, but because the Guild Ambassador doesn't provide persuasion, it's looking dicey. We could use Selective Breeding to try to get there. But then you're going to a faction space that doesn't give you points. Not having your Swordmaster really hurts. Just limits what you can do so badly. I have to spend an action to be able to get the spice to be able to use this. Okay. Ariana's not going to be able to beat me. These guys could, especially with a combat victory. So if Ilbon wins the combat, he could take my Bene Gesserit alliance. Just bad all around. He'll go to 8 points. Ariana's gonna make up 5 daggers. Lito's got interstellar shipping like every single round. I thought I'd get at least one Spice Must Flow when I bought that High Council seat, but it looks like no. Hopefully next round, but now we need more points. Yeah. Well, the Emperor's still in play, potentially. But now we're playing catch-up. Two different people on 4 intrigue cards means that I am going to secrets. Most likely. Okay, we do have the Sadakar Legion. Okay. We don't have enough persuasion. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I get distracted. I thought these intrigue cards could help me, but I don't think so. That helps. That does help. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think I have enough. I could selective breeding. Take the Bene Gesserit Alliance back, but then I can't use the Guild Ambassador. Crap. Let's try to get second place in this combat, I guess. Seems nearly impossible. Mentat's probably our play. Just kidding. This is ugly. And now I don't even have a way to get Solari. I guess I can. I guess I do. I can go to Wealth. Wealth is a point. That gets me to 9. It's not enough. Maybe if I can get second place in this combat. That Shai-Hulud really buy? I really think it cost me the game. I'm gonna have to sit here and wait for them to all finish their turns. Because they have Swordmaster and Mentat and I don't. I'll also have to use the rapid mobilization early. Now I guess the one plus side is that if Ilbon doesn't get second, there's a chance, well, no, but Leto. So if somehow Ariana wins, then the game goes on their round. That's the only plus to this. We can use the Allied Armada now because we don't have the ability to use Guild Ambassador. So, we could pull this out, potentially. Probably just gonna... Well, I don't need the Solari anymore. So the shipping track doesn't really do anything. I guess it does because Spice is more Guild Ambassador hits, potentially. problem is, because Leto has a flagship, like, I don't know that I can even get second in this. So, like, what do I have? I have 10 strength of troops. 7 from a card, so 17. And 3 from Master Tactician. I can go to 20. Ariana's going to surpass that. The question is 20 enough to get second place? If the game goes on another round, I might be able to steal the Bene Gesserit Alliance back from Ilbon. It looks like Leto's just going to win this, though, and kill everybody. I need Ariana to win the combat. And I need to come in second place. That's a very specific set of things. And that counts with dispensation in it about putting me 1 spice short of the win. We could buy the Guild Accord and we could put it on top. But I don't think that does anything. We still don't have the spice to use it. So Smuggler's Thopter, I guess. Protective is actually good. I need Ariana to put more in. Okay, so I definitely don't win the combat now. But if I can come in second, that would be ideal. They're running out of deployment spaces. The problem is that Leto gets Arakeen. Or Imperial Base. And he's going to use this flagship. I think puts me out of contention. Maybe I should have done the math before playing my card. 17. Doesn't put me out of contention. I'm still possible. Still possible. Our access next round's not going to be great. Ilbon to conspire. Okay, well, you can't go well. Do you have like an Emperor card or something? That would be very frustrating if you do. Or maybe a bribery. Get a lot of intrigue cards, buddy. Show me the Alliance steal. Trash is a convincing. Doesn't have it. Only 1 dagger. Not what I wanted to see, Ariana. Doesn't really matter what Ariana has at this point. I'm racing against Leto. Leto doesn't have the daggers, which is good. So I think I might be able to get this. I don't see any way for Ilbon to randomly buy an Emperor influence. I guess if Liet Kynes comes up. He's fishing for more intrigue cards. He really wants that Emperor Steel. I'm assuming that's what he just drew. He doesn't have High Council, so this isn't going to be a Spice Must Flow. He has Artillery, though. 6 daggers is not enough for us to worry about it. Unless he has more combat stuff. So do we play this? We could wait around and see what... Let's do the Tactician first. That doesn't cost me Spice. Let's see what these guys have. If Leto can get above 20, then we don't play it. That's why I don't like playing Directorship, is like it feels like you're just running out of time the entire game. Like you're racing against time. Like I've got this big lead, but everyone's going to overcome me. If I reveal early for Spice Must Flow next round, what ends up happening is I just lose all my alliances. Okay. It's not what I would have done, Ariana. Well, I might have done it. It's very risky. How about that? You don't have to play those all at once, you know? Okay, so Leto doesn't do anything. What's Ilbon got? Allied Armada, baby. That card I stole. Go to 20. Now Leto might play a card. He was getting a point and now he's not. So, but still, if he has it, he was playing well and playing sneaky. Okay, looks like we're gonna win here. I did not think that was gonna... I did not think we were gonna win this. There were so many ways this could have gone wrong. Talk about a nail-biter. I don't think Ilbon could have an intrigue card that would win him the game here, but... let's find out. He dug for a lot of intrigue cards. He doesn't have 3 techs. He doesn't have plans within plans. He has 1 point from plans within plans. I don't think he has any Spice Must Flows. So I think we're safe. Come on, Ariana. Don't make me wait on this. Go 10. He does have plans. That takes him to 9. He doesn't have the Spice Must Flows. He had 2 point cards. We got there. Ooh, man, that is not how I like to play Armand. What a crazy game. Point breakdown was Siege of Carthage plus 1 late game second place combat, 2 alliances, 3 influence tracks, CHOAM shares, and a guild ambassador. Wow, what a crazy one. The funny thing is I got CHOAM Directorship. I didn't even get the first point from Fremen. I didn't go to Fremen even once the entire game. Yeah. Well, you know, that's not how you're supposed to play, but sometimes it works. Core of our deck was Test of Humanity plus G Manipulation. Nice little combo. Double power plays and CHOAM Directorship is really what did it, though. Tadakar Legion plus that deployment was nice as well. The fact that Test of Humanity can go to BG really, really helped here because we were able to sneak in there and steal 2 intrigue cards from other players. Those are cards that would have been used against me had I not drawn them. It was down to the absolute wire. I didn't even get the Mimicorder's point because I couldn't get up on Fremen. Very interesting game. I guess it shows there's lots of different ways to play this, and you don't always have to be going for a crazy Bene Gesserit pile of nonsense cards. You can race it out like you're the Baron. And that's what Armand did this game, so it's a testament to his ability to adapt. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.